I cheated on her, but she broke us up. What's good, y'all? Okay, let me give you a quick skin update.
You can't get rid of me, bitch.
I'm looking good. I'm looking healthier. I'm looking way healthier. So, this is how I experienced my father. It's an experience, you know? God. So, I'm gonna give you a little some little backstory. Me and my mom are not on speaking terms. I do not talk to that bitch. Since I was 12, even though I got my ass beat and ridiculed by my family for not talking to my own mother, I don't give a fuck. Like, I always did things. I was always kind of strong-minded and strong-willed and had a strong personality to, like, I guess this is why I'm kind of a masochist and a sadist. Yeah, but anyway, that's another story. But anyway, I didn't talk, you know, to my mom for the longest since I was 12. Like, face to face, full-blown, like, conversation. One day she reaches out, I forget exactly, either prison, I think it was mental work, because she lived in Rome for the longest. Georgia, by the way, not Italy. I wish. But she got out and hit me up. This is back when I had my old number, and she was like, hey, I miss you, let's, you know, hang out, let's have a good time, you know. And I'm like, no, you kind of fucked that up a long time ago. Like, I'm good, right? I'm cool on you. Like let's just keep it cordial. Like, I only have relations with my family business wise, like mutually, like we can't go beyond, we can't have an intimate, vulnerable relationship. We can't have a mother-daughter bond. We can't have a mother-father, like, we can't have a family unit. Like, they do not have the skill set. They don't possess the ability to have that access to me. First and foremost, that's a boundary I established, right? At least when I fuck with you, I get what I want in this just as much as you're getting my time. That's the trade-off, you know what I'm saying? So basically, she reached out. She was like, hey, I miss you, yada yada yada. And I was like, look, I've been wanting to know who my dad is. Like, I will not fuck with you. I will not talk to you. I'll not, like, reply to you until you give me what I want from this. We will not meet up until you give me the information I desire. And, you know, I grew up hating my dad because that narrative of, like, you know, black men aren't great fathers, they're not, you know what I'm saying, this, that, and the third. I actually wanted to meet up with my dad to beat his ass. I didn't want what is going to come up in this story. Life is complicated, it's nuanced, and I learned that through this experience of meeting my father. So anyway, I get a call one day, and I'm like thinking, oh, it's appointment stuff, like whatever. So I pick up, because I was in school at the time too. And I pick up and I'm like, yo, what's good? And they're like, hey, it's your father. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, yeah, your mother reached out to me on not Instagram, Facebook. You know how old people are. Reached out to me on Facebook, and I can't believe I got a daughter out there, you know, and I'd love to meet you, yada yada yada. And I was like, cool. First red flag. I already kind of knew the red flags. It's just, you know, I have to know, you know, only certain people will understand this, and that's okay. So basically, I asked for blood tests to prove, like, before I invest my time, and I also was like, it's beneficial to you so you don't waste your time as well, you know what I'm saying, to meet up with a complete stranger, right? And this was like peak of COVID, so everything was slow, and I was patient with them because it was like, I get it. Getting appointments was hard at the time. Like I was making appointments. All the bureaucratic shit of school was slow. So I was like, man, fuck it. Like we could hang out, whatever. So we hung out. You know, we smoked the blunt together. We hung. He was cool. He was funny. Like nature versus nurture. I believe it's a mix of both, because there's a part of me that I like my humor, my intellect, my wittiness. Like I'll give him those traits, you know. I'll also give him, I can be ain't shit at times. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. I'm like, when it comes to dating, I'm like, bro, my mama ain't player. My grandmama ain't player. Like, I'm not saying I'm play, like, I have a mix. I can simp. We could do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. You know what I'm saying? The choice is yours. I always put my cards on the fucking table. Like, look, I come in peace. I don't even want to play games, bro. But look, if you play games, shit, it's in the game. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know, I figured, you know, he was like, we were talking about our families and stuff. He's like, yeah, I got 4 baby mamas. 2 of them were wives. And 9 kids. I wanted to get to know him, so I was like dabbling in his like shit. I was like, how were the relationships? Who fucked up? Yada yada this, yada yada that. Especially with the first wife. What happened with the first wife, right? Because you had it all. You lived in 𝓵𝓪𝓸. You were, you know, a college athlete. You were doing good, bro. Like you were doing so good. What happened? What happened? So he's like, man, took me for half, gave a sob story, and I felt bad for him because I was like, look, I don't know the full story yet, you know? So it's like, I can't, even though in the back of my head, something wasn't clicking. I was like, you know, but I'm like, look, I'll give it to you, you know what I'm saying? The more he starts talking, the more I'm like,
that's suspicious.
we were in the car, and I was like, by the way, rewind, by the way, he said he had to renew his license. Second red flag. He said he had to renew his license, and I was like, oh, okay, like, bureaucratic again, COVID again, like, you can't get blood work, you can't really get your driver's license, like, problems, right? Cool, so I, like, drove 45 minutes to go pick him up, see him, you know, if he said his car was in the shop, I wouldn't have seen him. Like, hey, like, look, you're a bum ass, you know what I'm saying? You're a bum ass, you know what I'm saying? But, like, he was laying down lies on me. Like, I was believing him, and it was, like, taking advantage of what was going on in the world right now. Like, cool, I do the same shit. So, I can't get mad. Don't hate the player, hate the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, golly, it's just everywhere, because like there's just so much of this man that I was just like, dude, what the fuck? But basically we were in the car, and I was like, we cheated on her. And he was like, man, basically I cheated on her, but she broke us up. Y'all know that song? I cheated on her, but she broke us up. That was the name. And I was like, so you weren't this woe is me, she took me for everything I had because like she was a vindictive, like she was just, you know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't adding up. But look, I have to be at peace, and I'm at peace now to tell my story. It took hell to get here. You know what I'm saying? So hear me out. 3rd red flag, right? Third. It's just keep up with me. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know, and I was like, bro, you lied to me. I already, like, this is how we're moving with your own blood, like, presumably your own blood, and you're already running game on me. Okay, bet. Cool, that's how we're moving. But I got money out of it. I got some shopping out of it. Cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not gonna handle the stress. It's not worth the pennies that he gave me, like a stack or 2 all together. I'm getting pissed. I'm the type where it's like, bro, you lied to my face. You played in my face. Like, what the fuck? And he was like, man, calm down, yada yada this, yada yada that. And then fast forward, I got in touch with my biological half siblings, right? And I wanted to hear their stories. So basically he has a type, right? He goes for damaged, vulnerable women. For anyone out there listening, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Like there are predatory men that take advantage of insecure women who seek male validation. This is a type, because like my mom, my grandma and granddaddy ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm getting ahead of myself. But basically, you know, when you be seeking love with these men who aren't shit, that says a lot about you. You know what I'm saying? And you know, my older sibling's mom, she is the type to go from marriage to marriage and use the Mormon shit, you know what I'm saying, to like obtain these rings, like fucking Thanos, you know what I'm saying? And then my oldest brother's mom, I saw a picture of her. She gives typical like white thought vibes, you know, like apparently she was an escort or some shit. She's like basic white trash, you know what I'm saying? My mom, pretty country white trash, pretty naive, you know. They all are naive. All the white women are naive. White women, be careful. I know this is gonna be very controversial, but this shit's so fucking real. You know, black men have used white women for resources. They don't believe in love. They're hobosexuals, if you will. You know what I'm saying? But basically, I got to listen to their stories. I got to meet up with them, and I quickly cut that off because they're damaged in their own ways. Our demons cannot dance together. My demons are a little bit more practical. Yeah, they may be self-destructive, but there are worse self-destructive ones out there. I'm aware. You know what I'm saying? So I can't knock them. You know what I'm saying? That's a stories for another time. But my dad, it's kind of depressing. Like, I had this hope that I could finally have an adult figure in my life who not only gives a fuck but can support me. And it pissed me off that he had his opportunity to get out the fucking hood, to get out like all this generational curse type shit. Yeah, it may not have existed, but it's like you could have lived in Alpharetta happily ever after with your family. And you fucked that up for what? For some pussy? By the way, the tea is, my oldest brother was the fair child. So like, while my oldest sister knew of him. He didn't know of her. That's the fucked up part. Like, it's like, damn. So like, it's mad fucked up. But basically, you know, getting to know my dad more, you know, he's a mechanic, so I'm like getting my car done and stuff. Might as well get something out of the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, my warranty on my little Toyota stopped, so it's like the maintenance for it, you know what I'm saying? While my car is getting maintenance on, we went out to Korean, some healthy shit, some foreign shit to him, you know what I'm saying? And you know, this stuck out to me, you know, because I realized like his inability to really provide for him, like not only himself but all 9 of his children. But basically, we were having, you know, water. We were having water. You know, I like my water. I like my green tea. I like, you know, I love juice. Not really big into soda, you know what I'm saying? But basically, we were just having a nice little, you know, little lunch together. We stuck out like a sore thumb, you know, around people that actually look like they have their shit together. But basically, he was like, "This is the first time I've had water in a minute." You got 9 kids, and you don't drink water regularly? I said, that's the thought process. But what came out my mouth was, "What color's your pee?" He said, his little chopsticks pointed at the soy sauce on the table. It's about that color right there. A little lighter. What the fuck? Here's the quote I'll never fucking forget is, "The only time I have water is when the ice melts in my Coke."
You what?
Child. Anyway,
I
so
just sat there, ate my little food, left, you know what I'm saying? And like, now I ain't shit. I just hit him up to ask for money. And of course, guess what? He doesn't answer my fucking calls. he doesn't answer my texts. You know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, like there's not much to it than realizing like I'm a daughter of a Dusty. And I realized the game. Like I realized like I was always, because again, environment too, but I guess it's genetic predisposition because fortunately I avoided a lot of statistically probable events in foster care by either the grace of fucking God himself or just my ability to just finesse my way out of the situation. Like, I just can't believe like I went through so many stages of like emotion. Look, gotta get back on the hustle and grind because this is not for me. This is not the life for me. I don't want to repeat this generational curses. Shit, I don't even have kids. And like everyone in my family is like, you know, on the black side to the Vietnamese to the white side, man, don't have kids. I watched y'all have a family. You think is that all the advice you could give to me? Is that all you know about me? That's all you see in me is like mistake waiting to happen? You know what I'm trying to say? Like, but yeah, like ain't shit runs in the family and the shit stops with me. I may not have a dingling to throw around and create children that have daddy issues, but I sure can create them with mommy issues, you know what I'm saying? I'm kidding, but I guess moral of the story that I feel like a lot of women should take from this is that at the first sign of a red flag, leave. Don't fuck around and find out. Don't. There's literal no point than becoming a single mother who has a baby father with piss the color of fucking Pepsi. You know what I'm saying? Like, do not put yourself through that for the name of love. There's no love out here. Men don't approach you going like, oh, I want you to be my wife. They're trying to fuck. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to get a quick nut. They just view you like, oh, you're attractive. You know what I'm saying? Withhold that pussy. Don't let these cute niggas, you know what I'm saying, get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that ain't gonna pay the bills. That isn't gonna pay for you and your child's, you know, college. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a jungle out here. And I'm a byproduct of like the game. That I can't even get mad. I'm not even mad at nobody. It's just life is so fucking nuanced, and if you don't do shit to protect yourself or do shit to write your own narrative, someone else gonna write it for you. Best believe that. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's you either think for yourself or someone's gonna think for you. And do you want the guy thinking with his dick want to think for you? Shit, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, like throughout growing up, I've had so many like majority white people with 2-parent households, you know, tell me like, well, that's your mom, that's your dad, forgive them. And along with that of like, I feel sorry for you. You don't seem very capable of like friendships, relationships, or like love. And I look at him like, I pity you. You know what I'm saying? Because you falling for that shit. Like, that's like, let me break it down for some people. There isn't even parental unconditional love. The moment you admit that you're a you know, you like dick up the booty, or, you know, you show your pussy on the internet, they disown you. You know what I'm saying? There's no unconditional, like, yeah, you may have the unconditional love of your mama, but you don't tell her everything. And even if you do, it's like a lot of them are friends with you. They're not your real mom. They're not like there to help. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's, I guess what this has taught me all in all is to don't get caught slipping. Enjoy your life. You know what I'm saying? But be intelligent enough to stay on track. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't fall off. Like, don't let these dreams that people are selling you blind you from the reality, or blind you from the end goal. And I've had a lot of men try to run game on me, talking about, oh, we'd have a cute family. Oh, like, we don't need marriage and all this shit to like prove our love to each other. And it's like, bro, I came from a man who did that 4 times. You think it's in me to like, yeah, I'm just gonna like, no, not at all. But anyway, thank you for my little ramble and listening to, you know, the first, I guess, ever story time. I guess I'm gonna start this as a series. It's gonna be called Tales of a Daughter of a Dusty, you know, because there's a lot of like nuances and little things that I just feel like it's so important to put out there for women to protect themselves in the dating pool. Like, this shit is just, here's what it is. But thank you so much for listening. Till next time. Bye, friends and fuckers.